Okay, guys, today we're talking about Section 4.3 government regulation and assistance. So, the government does a few different things. They can regulate activities, they assist businesses, and they raise money. So, we're going to talk about those three things here, too. So, first, regulating activities. So, business activity in the US is structured as a private enterprise or a free market system. And the price and output decisions are not made by the government, but they're made by businesses and consumers acting in a different various economic conditions. Like if you're willing to buy it, then that's going to kind of dictate price. The government does get involved in some areas of business activities, however. And the first one is going to be utilities. So, a public utility is an organization that supplies a service or product that is vital to all people. Um, these include companies that provide like local television services, water, and electricity. So a public utility is chosen to serve a community. And if your city had six different electric companies, each one might have their own poles and lines, and that could get really, really expensive. Um, so the government regulates activities for utility services so that way it can be more efficient and be less expensive to you as the consumer. Uh, Also, the government helps to prevent unfair business practices with different laws. So they want to prevent monopolies. So a monopoly exists when a business has control of the market for a product or service. A public utility monopoly may benefit consumers. So not all monopolies are gone because a lot of times utilities are kind of considered monopolies. Um, but we're going to prevent like private businesses from becoming a monopoly because then they can kind of charge whatever they want. So the government prevents those to help you as the consumer. And then one more government action meant to promote competition and fairness and to avoid monopolies is the passage of antitrust laws. Antitrust laws prevent other unfair business practices such as false advertising, deceptive pricing, and misleading labeling. So those are all there to help assist you. The government can help businesses by collecting and reporting valuable information as well. They do so by data gathering, and and it can help with planning. So information about income, prices, worker availability, and business failures can help a business person make wiser choices. So, for example, census information is collected by the government, and that can help businesses know how many people are in their area, their ages, kind of income levels, and so they know who to market to. The government also buys goods and services. The government spends a great deal of money each day to buy an array of products and services. So, total federal, state, and local government spending makes up about 20% of all the goods and services produced in the United States. And the government is also the single largest employer in the US as well. About 16% of all workers are public employees. So most people think about public employees can include police officers, firefighters, people that work in the actual government buildings. But like I'm a government employee as well, so teachers, those are going to be included in that as well. So the government also raises money. The government must have a way to raise money to fund operations and pay wages to workers. So the government's income, which is its revenue, they do so through taxing. So they can do so with different types of taxes. They can also do so with fines for traffic violations. That's a way for them to generate revenue as well. Also, fees for licenses are another source of income for the government as well. But the main source of income is taxes, and there are different types of taxes. So income taxes are levied on income of individuals. That's what's taken out of your check if you have a job. And the individual income tax is the largest source of revenue for the federal government. A major source of revenue for local governments is going to be property tax, and that's taxes that you pay annually on the value of like the house that you own, and that can go to help pay for schools and other local government services. Sales tax is a state or local tax on goods and services that you buy. So, like if you go to Walmart and you buy some stuff you'll notice that you have your sales tax on top of that. Paying taxes is the duty of all citizens and businesses. Um, and then another way for government to generate income, they can borrow money as well, and they can do so by selling bonds. So if you have a savings bond, like if grandma ever bought you a savings bond, the government sells those savings bonds because that's a way for them to borrow money. They can use that money, and then when you go to turn it in, they'll pay you an interest rate for the use of your money. Okay, so now you need to go into Google Classroom and do section 4.2 for your assignment. Have a great day.